Hello everyone, and welcome to this somewhat important video. So first of all, I want to apologize that this video is about a year late, almost a year late. I just completely forgot to make a video about this, although I did make a community post at the time. Second of all, more proper videos will be coming out. I just want to say sorry for slow activity on my YouTube channel. So as the video's title suggests, I'll be talking about why I switched over to Twitch for streaming. So as you guys remember, I started off on this channel, mainly you guys mostly found me from my YouTube streams. And then later, I used to multi-stream, so to both YouTube and Twitch. And then suddenly, I stopped doing that. So let's explain, first of all, the reasons why I stopped multi-streaming to YouTube and Twitch. So the reason why is because I was using a service called Restream. If you don't know what Restream is, it's basically a service which allows you to multi-stream to 2 or more platforms much easier. Because again, as you guys know, my internet is like just basic. I only have like 100 download with 10 upload. So this method allowed me to not worry too much about the upload side of things. I mean, at least that's how it worked. I was able to use the exact same bitrate. So after doing this for a while, I was able to stream to YouTube and Twitch with no problems. But then suddenly, one day, back in I think late August of last year, my streams after an hour and 45 minutes would just die completely. One of them, either the YouTube or Twitch one. So after this, I tried troubleshooting, but I gave up. Like, to no avail, I couldn't find a fix. So I decided to switch to streaming to Twitch only. Now, the reasons why I did this is, first of all, streaming on Twitch is, at least in my opinion, more better. Now, I understand the criticisms that Twitch as a platform does have. And I'm not saying that these, issues that Twitch has are false. They definitely do exist, and I do think that Twitch should fix them. And also, guys, please don't think that I'm ungrateful or whatever. I want to say I'm extremely thankful that all of you guys follow my channel from the YouTube streams. I want to say thank you guys so much for that. But sadly, as a reality, Twitch is much more better for streaming in terms of game integration features. For example, as you know, guys, you guys mainly found me from the rhythm game OS. OS, whatever, OS2, however you want to call it. And you guys request maps, beat maps for me to play. Now with Twitch, I'm able to use something called RaniaBot, and I'm also using the self-hosted version of it. Essentially, when you send a beat map link of OS, an OS beat map link in the Twitch chat, it automatically sends it to my game, making it much easier and keeping track of the requests. And also, there's other features, such as the NP bot, or now playing bot. Sometimes it's broken, but most of the times this works. When you type in !NP in the Twitch chat, you get a link to what map I'm currently playing. Now, sadly, on YouTube, this is impossible because Google has restricted the API. It's not like Twitch. And this is the reason why I like Twitch a lot more. One of the main reasons is, sadly, Twitch is just more open. Again, Twitch is mainly a live streaming platform, so obviously it's going to be much better for streaming. And again, I understand that on Twitch, reachability is less, but the thing is, guys, is in my opinion, I think that, I understand that Twitch has the problems, those problems with bannings and stuff, not banning, but again, for me personally, they don't really affect me, because I'm not personally, I would say, someone that does crazy stuff or whatever. I just like to play OS and have fun. So essentially, these problems that Twitch has, which I do agree that they are real, personally, they don't affect me. It's annoying to see them, yes, but they don't affect me. Again, that is mainly one of the reasons. So now the second reason as to why I switched to streaming on Twitch. I am able to monetize my Twitch channel. For those guys that you don't remember, last year, October of 2025, I got Twitch affiliate, which means I'm able to add ads to my Twitch channel, get monetized, and get paid, which I am getting close to my first paycheck. And I do want to say that I'm not begging for money or anything. You don't have to, and also for donations, if you guys really care, you have to use Twitch Bits. I don't have PayPal tipping set up for mainly just privacy reasons, as it's a bit a pain in the ass to set up, and I don't want to risk, getting my private information out there, so I don't have that set up. But essentially, my Twitch channel is monetized. I can get paid, and I'm getting close to my first paycheck. Again, I'm not saying that you guys should donate or forcing you guys to donate, but essentially that's another very good reason. For YouTube, I'm not yet a, whatever the word is called, affiliate, whatever on YouTube it is, I'm not yet got into that there. Twitch has much less rules or, requirements to be an affiliate. And to be a partner also exists, but that requires much more work and effort. Now, third reason, this is kind of a reason to the first one, but essentially Twitch also just has a lot more cooler features. Like, for example, there's for Twitch affiliates, a feature called channel points. Essentially, when you watch my Twitch stream, and you continue watching, you'll get channel points. Now, I personally call them Viperformance points, you can call them whatever, and with these, you can redeem awards. So mainly, I have awards such as, highlighting your message, so it's easy or to see, all of things, unlocking a sub-only emote, but then there's also stuff like, you can redeem an award, and on my stream, either an audio clip or an actual video clip plays, and it's, yes, it could be pretty disruptive, but it's pretty fun to have that. Basically, you can redeem awards, with your points, which you get for free, by the way, by watching my channel. There's also bonuses you get while watching more, and you can redeem cool stuff, which, yeah, they might be disruptive, like playing a clip, maybe it could, ruin a good play, for example, and playing OS, but, it is what it is. It's for the fun of it. Which is one thing that I wish YouTube has. Again, the point of this video is to tell you guys that I am still extremely thankful that you guys came from the YouTube streams, and I apologize for making this somewhat of a, forced, shitty change, but sadly, guys, the reality is Twitch just has a lot more options for streaming. I understand that YouTube has more, reachability, but sadly, guys, Twitch just has a lot of these cooler features, that just YouTube is sadly missing, and I really wish that Google adds these changes. Now, let's move on to the next reason. Twitch has more options for collaborations. Now, I have a couple of streamer friends, which, again, they have actually met them from my live streams, from OS and stuff, but essentially, let's say we wanted to do a stream together. Twitch has a little collaboration feature where there's two streamers, they stream together, one watches the other POV and whatever, and basically the Twitch chat, they're both into one. So let's say, you're watching my stream, my POV, however, let's say someone chats in the other, the person I'm collaborating with, it'll show up in my chat. So basically the chat is together, two streamers that you're collaborating with into one chat, which is very useful feature, I would say. And again, I really wish also Google added this feature to YouTube. Now, this reason might be a bit of a bad reason, but as you know, because mainly, and I always play the rhythm game OS, the community for OS is mainly on Twitch. Now, yes, there are people who stream the game on YouTube, obviously, even I used to do it. But simply put, the community is more on Twitch, as you know, more streams, tournaments, all stuff. It's over 99% of the time, over 95%, I guess we could say, whatever, over a huge majority on Twitch. Now, it doesn't mean that I have to switch to Twitch, but personally, since I'm mainly an OS streamer, it does make sense to switch to Twitch. But also, all the other reasons which I mentioned. And again, I want to say one thing, I want to preface this. I am not ungrateful from the YouTube streams. I'm extremely thankful, and this is a video telling you guys that I'm sorry that I switched to Twitch, but there's a simple reasons as to why I did. And also, to come back to the multi-streaming reason, Twitch has very weird terms of service for multi-streaming. For example, they say you're not allowed to have a chat which is what's called a unified chat, but then they said that they did allow a unified chat or whatever, so I'm very confused. And for example, Restream has a little nice feature called Relay, I think, which essentially means both YouTube and Twitch, viewers can interact with each other. You send a message, let's say, to Twitch chat, it gets relayed to the YouTube chat. Now, if Twitch doesn't allow that, that's not good. And the reason why, guys, is because when I want to multi-stream, I'm not just doing it to make the stream, I'm not just only making it to make the stream more accessible to more people, but it's also that the viewers, you guys, can interact with each other. Why should the two platforms be isolated in each other's chat? Why does, let's say, can't a YouTube viewer interact with the Twitch viewers, but without having to open a Twitch platform? Because remember, guys, not everyone has a Twitch account. I mean, a lot of people obviously are going to have a YouTube account, but not everyone's going to have a Twitch account. So why should, let's say, for example, a YouTube viewer who wants to ask someone a question in a Twitch chat, I would have to relay the message from the YouTube chat to the Twitch chat by me doing it. Why can't the viewers just already do that with the relay feature? Now, the reason why I'm saying this is, like I said, I'm not sure if Twitch allows this feature. Like I said, the unified chat thing, I believe it's allowed. But if the relay feature isn't allowed and I have to, it's just annoying. Again, it's not just that, let's say, the Twitch features, for example, the request bot and the now playing bot don't work on YouTube. It's why shouldn't the viewers be able to interact with each other? Like I said, if I'm going to stream, I would rather do it proper on one platform than on two but half-assed. Like I said, before, it wasn't a huge problem, but because the reason why is because over a huge majority of the viewers are on YouTube, so I couldn't even notice many of these platforms. A lot more people were on YouTube. On Twitch, there wasn't a lot of viewers. Maybe like 1 or 2 free maximum. I'm not sure though, I might be wrong. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is that I'm still streaming, I'm not gone, but I'm on Twitch. My channel is twitch.tv/notadamnviper, because Not a Viper's taken. Now, is it a possibility that I might try multi-streaming again? Maybe. Like I said, if the Twitch QS allows the things, sure. But the thing is, guys, you have to realize, right now, as you can see, I'm in a different place where I have better upload. At home, my upload isn't as well. Now, if I can't use Restream, like Restream starts shitting itself, it just does the same thing as last time and I can't troubleshoot it, having to run 2 OBSs and lowering the bitrate by 1000, well, it doesn't sound a lot. Personally, I do notice it, especially when making videos, and I do care about quality, guys. But like I said, if the other features aren't allowed, like the relay chat and stuff, I'm sorry, guys, but I don't want to do it. I want to have you viewers, all the viewers from both platforms interact with each other, not isolate each other in like one bubble to both platforms. It's very dumb in my opinion. Now, is there a chance that I will come back to YouTube streaming, I mean? Maybe, but the reason, guys, why I don't want to do this is, like I said, all the features which I mentioned for Twitch really help me, I would say, improve my stream's quality. Yes, I have less viewers. I mean, again, I could still get pretty good viewers on a good day, but simply put, guys, I would miss those features. I definitely miss them. And also, I actually have a couple, not a lot, like maybe 2 or 3 Twitch subscribers. And as you know, subscribing on Twitch costs money. And I don't want to screw those people over because they're giving me money. Yes, I could just cancel the affiliate. But the thing, guys, is I'm also working on my first paycheck from Twitch. Which, maybe not a lot of money for some of you guys, but I think it's quite a number for me. And what I want to tell you guys is I'm sorry for making this forced change. But at the same time, I hope you guys, and again, it's kind of a bit weird coming from me when I think I've said this on stream, that I don't like forced changes. I just want to say, guys, I'm sorry, but it just, sadly, the truth, I'm very happy that you guys, and again, the reason why I kind of also at the same time still do feel bad for doing this is because all of you guys came from YouTube. Without the YouTube streams, I wouldn't be here. But at the same time, Google restricts the API for, streaming, and it's annoying. I want to be able for you guys to request maps much easier, because I lose usually the requests maybe. I remember I would lose the request, I have to ask you guys to resend the link, it would be annoying. You can see what map I'm playing. Yeah, nowadays I had some issue with the feature, but I'll fix it. And all the channel point award stuff, it's cool. I just wish that Google would add these features to YouTube. They're very needed, in my opinion, especially how I use it. So once again, I'll say this, guys, I'm sorry for this lengthy video, but I hope you guys understand. And if you want to see my streams, for now, you're gonna have to come to my Twitch channel. Like I said, anything is possible. Maybe I could come back to YouTube, but sadly, the possibility isn't high. For multi-streaming, if those features are allowed, there is a chance I could do it. But if Restream is causing me issues, I'm sorry, guys, but the other methods for multi-streaming are not really viable. So I hope you guys understand as to why I'm making this video, and hopefully you guys aren't disappointed with me. I do apologize if this change you guys don't really like and I've let you guys down. I hope you guys understand as to why I'm streaming on Twitch now instead of YouTube. I understand that, this feels like maybe I've stabbed some of you guys in the back because, I've said this, but, I didn't want to switch. But just simply put, sadly, the reality is Twitch as a streaming platform is better because it has more features. And plus, again, I am able to get new viewers that aren't from YouTube. It's possible. Maybe not easier, but it is possible. Especially as I'm an affiliate, my channel can get recommended. So, sorry guys if you don't like this change. Again, I apologize, this video is, long overdue. Like, I think almost a year. I made a community post about it, but I think I should make a proper video about this. Sorry this video became very ranty. Happy International 727 Day. And, yeah. See you guys in the next video or stream. Bye-bye! Also, watching yaoi isn't gay.